Today, we will be discussing yung 3 generations ng Submariner LV. What's up guys? Another watch, another day. When I say Submariner LV guys, we're not talking about Louis Vuitton, okay? We're talking about the last 2 letters doon sa serial number ng mga Submariner, okay? So we started, meron tayo yung 16610 LV, meron tayong 116610 LV, and meron tayong 126610 LV. So, 3 generations yan and I will discuss. And lahat ito guys, when we say LV dito sa Rolex, meaning merong hint of green. Alright? Either sa bezel, either sa dial, or either both. Ito, didiscuss natin the first generation. This is the 16610 LV, also known as the Kermit. Alright? So, here we have it. Here it is guys. Ito yung Kermit na tinatawag nila. Early 2000s all the way up to 2010. And this is the Kermit. So it features lang a black na dial. This is a reference 16610 LV. It features a 40mm case size oyster steel bracelet with yung old clasp pa nito. Yung ganyan. Two-way lock na rin naman siya. Ayan siya guys. Other than that, 40mm yung case size niya and it features a green bezel. Yun lang naman pinagkaiba niya dun sa normal na Submariner natin. So, yun lang naman pinagkaiba nila guys, which is this bezel lang, but it adds significantly a lot more value dahil lang dito sa green. So, this is known as the Kermit. Yun nga yung palaya or nickname. Okay, black and ganitong medyo bright green. Next generation naman nito, after the 16610 LV, came the next generation, which is the 16610 LV. So it's a 6-digit na siya na reference number and that is also known as the Hulk. Yung Hulk na tinatawag, that is the second generation ng LV. This was produced since 2010 or actually 2019 siya na discontinue pinaka-last pero some stocks were still released sa mga AD early 2020. So this one naman, ang maganda rito, this already features a ceramic bezel naman siya. So, ceramic bezel na siya. And not only yung bezel ang green, also the dial has a sunburst green. Napakaganda nito is actually one of my favorite na actually, ito yung pinaka-top ko na Submariner. Other than that, this features also a 40mm na case size oyster steel bracelet but this bracelet is significantly better na two-way pa rin siya na lock pero significantly better na because pinaka-notable difference is the glide lock system, which is ayan. So, pag lalaki, pwedeng magsuot, ilagay mo sa pinakadulo. Pag gusto mo yung asawa mo naman, lock mo lang siya sa pinakadulo. So, ganun lang kadali, i-resize, i-adjust yung sizes to. So, kung magkakapatid kayo, mag-ama kayo, mag-asawa, kaya-kaya nyo agad suotin to. Anyone can enjoy this because ang laki ng size difference na pwede nyo i-adjust in a matter of seconds. So, ito yung pinakamagandang technology na na-introduce ni Rolex with their Submariner units since 2010 yun. Other than that, guys, this features, of course, a better movement na siya compared dun sa 16610. Better movement na siya. For me, honestly, yung green dial says it all, alright? Top favorite ko. So, mas sturdy na rin yung Maxi, they call it the Maxi case na. So, ito yung enhanced and mas pinaganda na steel case ni Rolex. So the third generation which is now up to present, of course guys, yung 16610 LV and 1166110 LV since first and second generation siya, they're all discontinued na. So now what do we have na still in production kay Rolex is this one. They call it the Starbucks. Ayan siya guys, napakaganda rin niya. Parang bumalik tayo dun sa first generation which features a black dial and a green bezel, pero of course, this is ceramic. Notable difference din dito is yung case size niya. If you would compare it, actually halos hindi makita compared dun sa Hulk. Notable, mas maganda rin yung movement na niya. So, mas mataas yung power reserve. Not only that, yung bracelet niya is mas makapal na ng konti compared doon sa Hulk. Okay, so mas makapal na yung bracelet, mas makapal na yung clasp ng konti, but it still features yung glide lock na technology ni Rolex na in-introduce nila. So, this one is the third generation, the Starbucks. Ayan siya, guys. Kung mahilig ka sa mga vintage and classic, you would go for the Kermit. If you want something na very loud, you would go for the Hulk. And if you want something na in between, na classic lang siya, iba eh. Parang yung feel nito is parang bagong-bagong kakalabas ng sa Rolex talaga. That feel na parang sobrang bago lahat ng parts niya, sapphire niya. So, napakaganda. So, wrist check naman tayo. Alright, wrist check. Let's check first, of course, the Kermit. I have a 6.5 to 6.7 wrist size. Inches yun, of course. Malit lang actually yung wrist ko, but this one, a 40mm na Kermit sits. Ang ganda niya, guys. Ayan, kung makikita nyo. So, yung price naman ito is around, I think, for this watch, nasa around 600 to 700,000 pesos siya. Next naman is the Hulk. Alright? So, with the Hulk, that is how it sits on my wrist. Significantly, mas mabigat siya, guys. Mas solid yung feel niya compared doon sa Kermit. So, 40mm, ceramic bezel na siya, sapphire crystal, and dito kasi mas marami, all the Hulk is may re-hot na siya. Price range nito is around 950 all the way to 1.2 million actually. So, apakamahal niya kasi very collectible siya. It's discontinued na and a lot of people really like the cool green face. Next is the Starbucks. 41mm naman ito. So, kung makikita mo dun sa wrist ko, halos wala siya masyadong differences when I compare to this one. This one, price range niya is around 830 all the way to 900,000 depending, of course. The Hulk is the most expensive kasi it's the most collectible one. Especially pag 2020 yung year, which means this is the last year ng production, last of its kind na Tony Hulk. And if you were to ask me which one I would prefer between these three, I would always go for the Hulk. One of my top 5 favorite watches of all time. This one, the Hulk. What do you think, guys?